What it do, people? It's your man's Big Yogi back again from our Coffee's Cafe. Today, guys, we're going to be looking at some Tyson James. Now, the song is called Bodies. And if I'm not mistaken, it's about that Rona taking the jab, not taking the jab. So let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go.
Bodies.
My goodness, look at all the bodies.
Bodies.
This is what they wanted, dropping bodies. Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies. Chicago ain't.
Woo! I was about to say that beat was hitting, and then the song is titled correctly, Bodies, because then people just start dropping immediately. Man. All right, let's put this back a little bit. Make sure we don't miss nothing. Let's go.
Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies. Chicago ain't got nothing on these bodies. They dropping left and right. We try to tell you about these bodies. Hey.
Chicago ain't got nothing on these bodies. They dropping left and right. He said we try to tell you about these bodies. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't blame anybody for what they believe. Me personally, I'm not with it. I'm not. They can't they can't jab me, But I don't blame nobody else. I don't fault anybody, and same as I think they shouldn't be faulting us. So, it's just all in what you believe and how you feel about things. People believe what they believe, and you can't knock somebody off of what they're trying to stand on. So people just need to let other people make their own decisions, and people need to leave each other alone. You know what I mean? So let's keep this thing rolling. Here we go.
Left and right, we try to tell you about these bodies. Hey, we try to tell you about these bodies, but you didn't want to listen about these bodies. And now you might be dropping like a body. Bodies, this is what they want to take a look at all. I know they'll try to ban me after this song. Y'all reminded me of Rockin' Man, call y'all Kim Jong with all the prop.
Listen, you heard he was talking about, I know they gonna ban him after this song. And I wouldn't be surprised because information already came up to the surface that the big wigs in the back, they got deals with these social media platforms. They paying them to censor content. They don't want them talking about anything except their agenda, whether it's fact or fiction. Because a lot of people believe we post some stuff and then it gets blocked, and they're like, oh, that's because you're posting that propaganda, you're posting those lies. And I'm trying to explain to them, like, if you call yourself a fact checker and I'm the one paying you, you're going to say what I tell you to say. And if anybody opposes that, I'm just going to block it, or I'm going to remove it from the platform. You know what I mean? That's the way it works. People could believe it or not believe it, but that's how it goes. So let's keep this thing moving. Here we go.
Y'all reminded me of Rockin' Man, call y'all Kim Jong with all the propaganda. Take a story, get your twist on. The people saying this safe and effective, man, y'all been wrong. What's the body count? Buckle up, gon' be a rocky mount. While people dropping, y'all just talking in the coffee lounge. I see people mocking, tell it's you upon that soggy ground. Man, look who talking, man, you rocking with the Nazis now? First they take the guns, then make you comply with the mandates. You gon' rip it from my dead hands, ain't no band-aid. Ain't dying from.
Man, this Tyson James, this dude ain't playing. He said, you gonna try to take my guns and force me to do, force the mandates and all of that. Now listen, people get upset at people like him that talk like that, but I'm telling you now, he ain't wrong, because we're supposedly live in a free country. As long as we're not hurting no other people, we're supposed to have the right to do what we want to do. We have the right to bear arms, and people can't make us do things. Like, even on television, you had people in Congress doing actual TV interviews, saying that we were, people that were anti-vax was anti-government, that they were, some kind of terrorists, and I don't feel that that's right, because you're inciting violence and you're putting these people in a light to where you're actually putting their lives in danger, and they're not doing anything other than exercising their rights. And there's nothing wrong with that, and nobody should be bothering these people, man. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, what do you think about it? Let me know. Let's go.
With the mandates, you gon' rip it from my dead hands, ain't no band-aid. Ain't dying from your juice, I didn't take it. Ain't in a trans state, you can't have this body, pure blood.
He said, I ain't down from your juice, I ain't take it. All right. Tyson James Bodies.
State, you can't have this body, pure blood, that's my campaign. Bodies. This is what they wanted, dropping bodies. Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies. Chicago ain't got nothing on these bodies. They dropping left and right, we try to tell you about these bodies. Hey, we try to tell you about these bodies, but you didn't wanna listen about these bodies. And now you might be dropping like a body, cause this is what they wanted. Take a look at all the bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies dropping on the floor. I say we assemble, take up arms, declare another war. Donald Trump is compromised. Man, forget the
Man, like he's taking it there. Now, I don't advocate violence. And, you know, people protest and stuff, but I don't agree with, you know, burning up buildings and, you know, tearing down neighborhoods. But at some certain point, there's going to be a choice that has to be made. Like, how many more laws can they pass? How many more of our rights can they take away from us? You know, and at some certain point, what do we do? Do we just bow down, or do we, the people, stand up as the people and, you know, do what we got to do? You know what I mean? People argue. I try to explain to people all the time that we only answer to the creator. You know what I mean? People like, well, they told us to do this. They can't tell us to do anything. They don't have the authority. Like, nothing can have more power than what created it. So if the government is for the people, by the people, we're the ones that elect these officials, put them in these positions, they are not the boss. You know what I mean? We are the boss. They are the employees. So if we tell them to do something, that's what they should be doing. They shouldn't be telling us to do anything. You know what I mean? And if whoever don't want to act right, just like at any other job or place of employment, listen, you're fired. We put you there for a specific reason. You're not complying. You're not looking out for our best interests, and we're going to remove you because we ain't got time for all that dumb stuff. You're mismanaging. You know, you're lying. You're robbing and stealing. You know, like that. We can get into a whole bunch about that. You know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think. But let's go ahead and keep this thing going, man. Let's go.
This is what they wanted. Take a look at all the bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies dropping on the floor. I say we assemble, take up arms, declare another war. Donald Trump is compromised. Man, forget the other 4. I don't follow man no more. Now sit back and watch me roar. All of a sudden, bodies dropping by the dozen. Now you buzzing. Let me guess. Now you gon' blame it on the Russians. See your cousin drop. She was healthy. She didn't have the muffin top. They got you to take the poke.
And that's what we do. We blame everything on everybody else. You know what I mean? That stuff came out and they was calling it the Kung Fu flu and all this and that. And later on, we find out that, you know, that was Fauci and them guys over here, and they got busted, and all the information's out now about them doing gain of function research. You know what I mean? And then when they got caught, they sent it over there and somehow mysteriously leaked from the lab over there, but they had people thinking that that's how it started. That's not the way it started. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people was running rampaging out here and they didn't have their facts straight. Now, I was saying from the beginning, something's funny about this. And that the dude I don't understand why he not up under a jail somewhere, the way he lied and the way they did that. Like, we wouldn't even be dealing with this right now. If they wasn't playing around in that lab, there wouldn't even be no Rona. We wouldn't be discussing whether who's supposed to get the jab or not. It wouldn't exist. I don't see how this dude not being prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
He didn't have the muffin top. They got you to take the poke. You only had a sudden cough. Crazy. They dumb me down when they come around, and now you're pushing up daisies. Put the guard down for a cart. You let them poke you with the gravy. Now you watching sports, and bodies dropping all over the court. Bodies. This is what they wanted, dropping bodies. Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies.
And don't let them tell you nothing different. Like that myocardiosis, however you pronounce that, that is directly related with that. I actually had a family member perfectly healthy and got the jab, boom, it hit him immediately. Heart enlargement, and then it's like beating faster than it's supposed to, all these issues. You know, a lot of people that's complaining now, I just tell them to shut it on up because they had a list of all the side effects out way back at the beginning. Nobody wanted to go take a look at it. They run out, get jabbed up, and then now they're everybody, you know, heart problems. Some people suffered paralysis. Some people having seizures. Some people actually died. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm like, well, if y'all would have read that first, would you still have taken it after you had a chance to weigh the pros and the cons? Because when I read the list, man, there's like 30, 40 different side effects on that joint. So I'm like, I'm gonna take my chances because if my alternative is what you're saying, you know, I feel like I was healthy enough where if I do get it, I'm gonna be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and rock out. You know what I mean? I don't know what anybody else thought about it, but those were my feelings on it. So let's go.
They wanted dropping bodies. Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies. Chicago ain't got nothing on these bodies. They dropping left and right. We try to tell you about these bodies. Hey, we try to tell you about these bodies, but you didn't want to listen about these bodies. And now you might be dropping like a body, cause this is what they wanted. Take a look at all the bodies.
I don't mean to brag, I don't care, but I want you to know, double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, never got COVID, clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice, so nice.
Bodies. This is what they wanted, dropping bodies. Every time I turn the TV on, they dropping bodies. Chicago ain't got nothing on.
Bruh, y'all seen that? That was crazy. Wow. Man, listen. And then, you know, they'll get on TV and be like, nothing's related. Oh, those are isolated incidents. No, it's not, because it's happening too many times and we can see it. All these sports events, all this different stuff that's going on, and just like he's saying, bodies, people dropping everywhere. Like, that ain't no coincidence. That didn't come from nothing or no reason. Like, you're talking about top athletes, people in the prime of their life, people in the best physical condition that a human being could ever be in. And now everybody got heart problems. Now everybody's fainting and passing out and having heart attacks and all this, you know. I mean, we could just go on and on, you know. So, I mean, I want some opinions. You know what I mean? Get in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. You know, there's a lot of people, even people, you know, close friends and people close to me, you know, plenty of arguments. Oh, you need to take it. You're not being responsible. You're putting everybody in danger. You're, you know, all this. You're asexual. I'm like, well, how can I be passing something that I don't even have? Oh, well, if you don't go get tested, how do you even know? I mean, I'm saying nobody knew. You know what I mean? Far as I know, by the time it even got put into the public, we all already was exposed to it anyway. So what did it matter at that point? You know, people need to understand how germs work and how you actually get sick instead of listening to that dumb stuff. Like, they got on there and told the most outrageous stories that you ever heard in your life, and people was believing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Tyson James, do your thing, bro. Bodies, man, that video is, ooh, man, it make you feel something deep down, because when you see that kind of thing happening to people, I don't know, man, I might have to put a warning on the video to let people know, like, if you're going to watch this, you better be ready. But anyway, this your man's Big Yogi from Our Copies Cafe. Like I always tell you guys, handle your business, and we out. Peace.